And we're just going to begin with 3 out breaths out through the mouth. We breathe in through the nose and we breathe out. And it's a real kind of like out through the mouth. A real kind of like, as if you're breathing out any kind of stuckness in the body. As if you're flushing it out, breathing in through the nose. And it's a real kind of like, all those layers that may have built up. Sense that as you breathe out, things dissolving, and sense of decompressing. And this just allows the nerves to settle. And then the energy begins to open up and starts to flow around the body. And it's this vitality, this prana, this energy at this time of the year that we're looking to move around the organs and the joints. And as you return to your breath, begin to notice the breath. Just notice how you're breathing. And again, maybe notice any areas that feel stuck or restricted, but with a gentleness, without judgment. And then inviting that breath down into the belly, abdominal breathing, which allows the belly to rise as you breathe in and to drop back as you breathe out. And when we breathe into the belly in this way, abdominal breathing, this form of breathing draws in the greatest amount of air for the least muscular effort. But we often hamper it by having tight trousers on, tight belts. Just enjoy this feeling, the expansion as you breathe in, this energy into the muscles, cells, organs, nourishing, enlivening. And then as you breathe out, that sense of dissolving, a sense of release. Okay. And then we're going to work with a count of 5 in and 5 out, if that feels okay. So be mindful to adapt that in any way that you choose. So we inhale into the belly and count 2, 3, 4, 5. We pause the breath there, and then we exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause the breath out. So you inhale slowly, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause and exhale. 2, 3, 4. Notice any gripping around the eyes or the jaw. Drop into the back body as you breathe. Slow breath in, filling the belly with the breath. Slow breath out. Ujjayi control of the throat, where you close the throat slightly and the tongue sits on the roof of the mouth. So you're making that slight kind of snoring sound in the throat. And when we shape the breath in this way, we shape the mind. And as the breath becomes more steady, we find that the mind too becomes steady. So we begin to create a sense of balance. You may notice that we become more centered. We become more embodied. The energy moves into the body. Mindful of the pause. Everything begins to settle. Just tuning into the breath. And tuning into the stillness beyond the breath. When we move beyond the chattering, the busyness of the mind, we tune into the stillness that's beyond that chattering. Let's take one more round in this way. And then return to your natural breath. And extend the left leg long. Keep the right leg bent for now. On an inhalation, we're taking the arms back overhead. And on an exhalation, we're returning the arms as we raise the left leg up. So we'll do it together. So inhale, the arms go up, palms facing, back overhead, and we pause there. And then as we breathe out, root down through that right foot as we raise the left leg up and the arms return down beside the body. Again, inhale, lower the leg as the arms go back overhead and pause there. And when you exhale, lower the arms as you raise the leg and pause there. Continue to feel this movement. So again, that busy mind is left to one side and we're feeling the ground underneath the right foot, how the left hip responds, how the shoulders respond. Again, this expansion of the rib cage and the lungs as you breathe in. And working into the heel of the foot as you breathe out. Next time that you lower that leg down, return the arms down beside you. And extend the right leg long. Shake the legs out. And then bend the left leg, place the left foot on the mat. Inhale, just the arms. Feel the rib cage expand. Pause the breath in and then exhale. Working into the fingers. Rooting down through the left foot creates a little bit more height through the leg. Rooting down through the big toe joint on that left side. Next time that you lower the leg with the arms back overhead, pause there. And keeping the arms back overhead, extend the left leg long and hold the right wrist with the left hand and just begin to gently encourage the arm out from the socket across the body in the opposite direction. And then change wrists gently. Again, encourage, feel that opening down the side body. And then when you center, interlace the fingers in front of the heart, turn the palms up towards the ceiling, and then both arms back overhead, keeping the fingers interlaced. Point the toes towards you and point the toes away from you. And as you breathe out, draw the lower ribs in towards the body. So the navel comes towards the spine at the end of the out breath. Good. And then lower the arms down. And place the feet on the mat with the knees bent. Pause there. Hey. A little bit of work on the hips, just to notice how they're feeling today. Just slowly from the belly, just drop the right knee down to the side and then center. And then the left knee down to the side and then center. And just continue to just gently working that way, using the out breath and to create that length in the groin. And when the hips feel a little bit more looser, you might choose to send both knees out to the side and bring the soles of the feet together. Place the hands gently on the tops of the thighs to encourage that opening. Maybe massaging into the legs. And then take the arms back overhead, but again have them nice and soft, so it's kind of like a square cactus arms. And the chest is lifted and open. And the back of the waist drops down here. Breathing into the belly. And as you breathe out, drop a little bit closer into the ground underneath you. There. Ooh, breathing out through the mouth. Ooh, really charge. Hey. That decompressing, that dissolving, all the layers that may have built up. Oh, always more to let go of, so just keep breathing it out. From the belly, any stuckness in the belly. And then return the arms back down beside you and just gently bring the knees in together and take the feet wide. So the knees just dropping towards each other to counterpose that opening of the groin. And just pause here. Yeah. So a little bit more alignment now in the belly. That pulse that moves through you. Good. And then plant the feet down. We're going to move into a twist in two ways. So extend the left leg long. Place the right foot on the left leg, right palm down. Use the left hand, just gently ease that knee very slowly over to the left side. So the right knee to the left side, very gently working into that sacroiliac joint on the right side. Notice how it feels. Breathing into the belly, breathing out from the belly. Lovely detox here. Hey. And then when you center, give the right knee a hug. Release the right leg long. Again, shake the legs out. And the left side, bring the left knee in. Give the left knee a hug. Plant the left foot on the right leg. Left palm down. So you're rooting down into that left hand. Maybe the left ear drops down if the neck allows. There's that gentle encouragement, more so than a striving. And you're feeling that tightness in the belly as you breathe out. You're feeling that coming together as the navel drops back towards the spine. Hey, breathing out, just squeezing out. Ooh, any build up. Letting it go. And then come back into the center. Give the left knee a little hug. And drop the left knee down. And just shake the legs out. Pause here in Shavasana. Palms facing uppermost. Inhale deeply into the belly. And exhale. Exhale completely. Now you can either repeat what we've just done, or if you're taking it further, you bring the right knee in and you take the left arm under the right knee and you use the left arm, right palm down, just to encourage that knee across. So you're working underneath the knee, the crease of the back of the knee, gently drawing that knee across. So a little bit of a stronger stretch here. And maybe the right ear drops down. Hey, breathing out, breathing into the right buttock, breathing out from the right buttock. In the center, give that right knee a hug and release it long, shake the legs out. And the left side, draw the left knee and take the right arm under the left knee, left hand down. And we're just gently encouraging that. So the leg comes towards you as it comes across. And just feeling that opening up that sacroiliac joint on the left side. Good. Okay. And then slowly back into the center. And give the knee a hug. And extend the left leg long, shake the legs out. And drop into the back body and inhale deeply into the belly. And exhale. Exhale completely. Any stale energy, breathing it out. And then plant the feet on the mat. And just circle that lower back to ease out any remaining tightness in the lower back. Again, the movement into the belly. Hey, breathing in up one side, breathing out down the opposite side. And then when you get to the tailbone, pause there in the opposite direction. Breathing out. All of that tightness comes out through the out breath. Good. Let's take one more round in this way. And then when you center, pause there. And just allow that lower back to widen and soften. Tailbone softens. Thighs relax. Breath returns to the belly. Okay, and then into Uttanasana. Bring the right knee in, bring the left knee to meet it into Uttanasana. pause here. Shoulders nice and soft. Hey. And then send the knees nice and wide. Keep the feet together, the big toes together, and just hold the lower legs. If you're able to hold the feet, then do so. But if not, just the lower legs is fine. Anywhere on the lower legs, anywhere below the knee. Just modify that, just coming to a place that feels okay. So the weight of the arms create that opening in the groin. Good. And again, you're just noticing how that feels in the groin area. Good. Opening, creating space for the breath. And then plant the left foot down and bring the right ankle onto the left thigh. Flex that right foot to protect the knee and just gently encourage with the right palm of the hand, just encourage that right knee away. Root down through the left foot so you've got that sense of grounding. Lengthen the arm. For some of us that will be enough, so just maintain that gentle movement of lengthening through the arm. If you're taking it further, plant both hands down and just slowly bring the left foot up so the left knee moves towards you and the right knee moves away from you. And with each out breath, looking to create a little bit of space between the left foot and the ground. And you're breathing into that right hip, right buttock. Let's take one more breath. And then lower the left foot down. Give the right knee a hug, plant the right foot down, and just gently windscreen wipe the knees from side to side. And then the left side, bring the left knee in, flex the left foot, use the right hand, bring the left foot onto the right thigh. Gently encourage the left knee away, lengthen, extend through that left arm. Hey, breathing out, use the out breath to open the hip. Right foot down, big toe joint, little toe joint, middle of the back of the heel. Good. And if you're taking it further, plant both palms down. Slowly lift the right foot up. Encourage the right knee towards you. Breathe into the left buttock. Slowly take the left knee away from you as you create space between the sole of the right foot and the ground. And the breath is steady. There's no strain in the breath. Good. Take one more breath here. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And then plant the right foot down, give the left knee a hug. Plant the left foot down, and again, just windscreen wipe the knees from side to side. Good. And then we'll take that deeper into our twist by bringing the feet together, knees together, arms out to shoulder level. And inhale into the belly, exhale, take the knees to one side, head opposite direction. Inhale, center. Breathing out, opposite side. And center. Palms can be up or they can be down. Feel the contact at the back of the head. Just notice how the navel draws in towards the spine at the end of the out breath. Let's take one more round here. And when you've completed that round, return the arms back down beside you and separate the feet. Return the breath to the belly. And then prepare for your bridge. So maybe removing blocks or cushions from behind your head, if that feels okay to do so. So we get a little bit more work into the neck. We're going to include the arms in this version, so that as we come up, we take the arms back overhead, and as we breathe out, the head and the knees come towards each other. So planting the feet down, inhale, palms face each other as they come up overhead, and pause. Then breathing out, rolling down through the spine. Long out breath, as if you're emptying out any stale air from the lower lobes of the lungs. Pause at the end of the inhale. And pause the breath out at the end of the exhale. And maybe pause the breath in. Just maintain that lift as you hold the breath in. It's a kind of Jalandhara Bandha, the throat here, Jalandhara Bandha. As you hold the breath in, chest and chin come together. And then as you breathe out, that bandha's released. Long out breath, good. And just one more round in this way. Deep inhale. Pause the breath. When you've completed, bring the knees in towards the chest, pause them there. Keep the knees in towards the chest in Uttanasana. Circle the ankles. Opposite direction. And then take the arms back overhead and raise the legs up. And just pause there. Drop into the back of the waist, sacrum in contact with the ground, heels encouraged a little bit higher than the toes. And then long out breath as you bring the knees in towards you. Returning to Uttanasana, and then drop the feet down and take some breaths. Drop into the back body, feel it lengthen and widen. Tune into the breath. And then we're either going to roll up into our easy boat or roll onto your side to come up to sit. So coming up into our easy low boat, we place the hands either side of the hips. Feet are planted on the mat. And then slowly, as you just roll back a little way, not too far, Bring the feet up. And release the hands. And keep the breath moving into the belly and out from the belly. So there's a sense of anchoring into the belly and out from the belly. And if the shoulder blades are moving down the back body, the crown of the head is moving up. So beneficial for the lower back. Here, this. Good. Into the belly and out from the belly. And then drop the feet down and just allow the arms to drape over the legs. And drop the head. So you create some nice length in the back of the neck. Hey. Ooh. The breath moves nice and freely here in the belly. And then slowly come back. And come and sit on your blocks or your blankets. Just a little bit of arm movements. Sit on the edge of your blocks or blankets if you're seated on them. Just clasp the hands on behind the back of the head with the elbows out to the side. And just very gently bring the chin down towards the chest. So the elbows move out to the side as the chin moves down towards the chest. Begin to open up the back of the neck. Yeah. And then bring the hands onto the heart. And bring the chin in toward the chest with the back of the neck moving to the wall behind you. So you're looking to create that length through the neck, as if you're looking to create that space at the base of the skull and the top of the spine as the chin comes in toward the chest. Good. And then place the hands on the knees. Slowly allow the head to center. Soften the shoulders. And then inhale, bring the collarbones forward as the head begins to move backwards very, very, very slowly. And then bring the chin again towards the chest and lengthen through the arms. So the navel draws back towards the spine. And you get that lovely rounding of the back. Good. And then return to the center. Place both hands down onto the ground, fingers lightly touching the ground. Turn the palms up. Inhale, bring the arms up, looking up to the hands as the palms come together. Pause there. And then exhale, turn the palms away as you return the head back to the center. And the arms move back down towards the ground. And again in this way, inhale up. Reaching up, opening up the sides of the waist. And exhale. Gently. Head centers as the arms return back down. This time when the arms come up, pause them there. And with the palms together, slowly take the hands back behind your head and lift the elbows up. And feel that length through the upper arms as the elbows reach up towards the ceiling. Good. And the head moving backwards towards the wall behind you. Good. And then raise the hands up. Look up towards the hands and again turn the palms down. And as the hands come down, drop the shoulder blades down the back body. And just pause with the fingers very lightly in contact with the ground. Very light, just tulip hands. Hey. And a little twist, left hand, right knee, right hand behind. Slowly from the belly begin to turn. Gazing over the shoulder. And then center. And then the other side. Soften into that twist. And then center. And then swing the legs round. Come and sit in Vajrasana on your heels. If that feels okay. Turn the palms up on those so the shoulder blades moving towards the back body. Use your props if you need to. Okay. Return the breath to the belly, tune into the breath. And then from here, come into high kneeling. So come up into high kneeling. Have the toes flat if you're able to. If it doesn't feel comfortable, tuck the toes under. And just gently place the hands on the lower back and ease the pelvis forward. So the hands are on the lower back and you're just easing that pelvis forward. So just a slight backward bend here. And if that feels okay, raise the arms up into that slight backward bend. If the head doesn't want to go back, then keep the gaze forward. We're just going to a forward bend, so send the hips back towards the heels as the arms come down and the forehead comes down towards the mat. And then go again, inhale, coming up, lifting up, slight backward bend. And exhale, hips towards the heels, forward bend all the way down, palms down, forehead down. So we're working with control. One more round in this way, inhale up. And exhale down. When you come down, pause there. Relax the arms. Come up onto all fours. And then tuck the toes, take the hips back. Modify the hand position, maybe the hands creep forward. Come up, release the toes, flat toes. And take the hips back. And just continue. Once with the toes under. And next time with the toes flat. So you can control how far, come back, or which way you put through those toes. And then we're going to take that forward bend a little bit further forward as if we're happy to drop the belly through. Nice strong leg. And then back, hips back towards the heels, toes flat. Toenails facing the ground. And then again, and you can just choose to only come up halfway. That feels all right. And then when you go back, tuck the toes under, hips back towards the heels. So again, working in this way. If you were taking it further, when you bring the body forward, you can bring the heels towards the buttocks. So you can bring the heels up towards the buttocks. And then drop back, tuck the toes under, hips to heels. But again, it very much depends on the lower back here. Strong arms, toes flat and toes under. One more round in this way. And when you take the hips back, bring the forehead down and relax the arms. And just pause there. Maybe the big toes come towards each other, knees come out to the side. Hey, belly comes through the center. We're doing a bit of work on the shoulders. Bring the knees together and bring the hands together and have the head between the arms. And slowly, as you breathe in, bring the hands up Root down through the elbows and take them back behind the head. And then lower. And as you continue, feeling this in the shoulder blades as you continue. Inhale and exhale. Again, the toes can be tucked under if that feels more comfortable. The knees can be wide if that's more comfortable still. So always being comfortable, but just feeling the movement in the shoulders and the shoulder blades. Feeling the shoulder blades move in one direction and then the opposite direction. Take one more round. And then relax the hands, send the knees wide, turn the head to one side. Again, just drop the belly through the centre. And then turn the head in the opposite direction. Hips moving back towards the heels. And then gentle transition into your downward dog. So from here, bring the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes under, gently give to the hands, gentle transition into your downward dog. Soften one knee, extend the opposite heel down. And soften the opposite knee, extend the opposite heel down. And just gently ease the heels down towards the ground. Good. And then from here, again, just drop down onto your knees, hips back towards the heels, take the weight of the hands, just pause there. Yeah. And then the invitation is to come into frog posture. So we've done quite a lot of work on the hips to open up the hips. And this is where the hands come down just in front of the shoulders, tuck the toes under, and then we send the feet out wide so that when we drop the hips back towards the heels, the knees come out to the side. And then we inhale to return. So we exhale as the knees come out to the side, the hips slowly move down towards the heels. And you're on the balls of the feet. Exhale out. And return. And one more time. Exhale out. And return. And then send the feet forward. Drop down onto your knees. Inhale into the hollow of the cat. And exhale back and down. So cat dog vinyasa. Inhale. Drop the belly. Collarbones through. Tuck the toes. Into downward dog. Drop down onto the knees, drop the belly, collarbones through, release into downward dog. And twice more in this way. Inhale hollow, tuck the toes, into downward dog, onto your knees, hollow, back and down. Final round here. Inhale hollow. Long out breath. Navel draws in towards the spine at the end of the exhale. Down onto your knees, collarbones wide, all the way down. And just pause there. Send the knees nice and wide. Again, drop the forehead down. Big toes come together as the knees are wide. Just tune into the breath. And then bring the hands towards you, come into a squat. Knees wide. Root down through the right hand, bring the left arm up. Look up to the fingers. And lower the hand. Have the knees wide, have the hands through the centre, because it's a little bit less challenging. And then the opposite hand up. And then lower. And then drop the feet down and come up to stand. Stand nice and tall, feet forward. Return the breath to the belly. And just take some time to stand and tune into the breath. Notice any gripping in the muscles. Breathe out, release that gripping, trust the bones. Okay. Little side bend, take the feet a little bit wider. Bring the arms up, interlace the fingers. Turn the palms up towards the ceiling. And then just a gentle side opener as you go to the right side, and then to the centre, and to the left side, and up to the centre. One more. Some more round in this way. When you return to the centre, release the arms back down onto the hips. And just gently tap the right foot. Put the gaze forward. Releasing any friction, any gripping in that right leg up through the thigh into the hip. And then the other side. So all the energy, it's lovely to do this outside. When you do this outside, all the energy comes up through the foot, up through the bones, and goes up through the head. It's a lovely way of clearing. I always think of those lovely Indians. They used to do this quite lightly, didn't they? But they were really healthy. No stuck energy for them. And then just bring the heels towards the buttocks. Heels towards the buttocks. Yes, as if you're flicking through the feet. Ooh. And then from here, come back to stand. Good, just shake the hands out. Ooh, up through the arms. Yeah. Just feel what feels good. Good. And then from here, we're coming into standing cat. And this is where we have the feet sort of hip distance apart. And we drop the tailbone down and the hands come onto the thighs with the fingers pointing inwards. And we rest the hands on the thighs. And as we breathe in, the belly comes forward and the collarbones are nice and wide. And then as we breathe out, we draw the belly in towards the spine and we round the back body. And then go again, we inhale and we pause, nice strong legs, keep rooting down and exhale. One more time in this way, inhale and exhale. And then slowly come up to stand. And just pause here. Stand nice and tall. And notice how it feels in the body. Feel all the energy now beginning to move around. All that vitality, that life force. Okay. And then we're going to come into kind of a tree posture, which is about balance. So we know this is about looking directly ahead. And if you find it challenging, you can just simply place one foot on the opposite foot and then just allow the arms to come up. So this is perfectly fine. You're still standing on one leg with one foot. But it's all about the contact between the eyes and that which is in front of you. Because when the eyes move, you can come into tree. When the eyes move, then the body becomes close the eyes. And the breath's in the belly to anchor you, to center you, and you're rooting down through that standing leg. Soft, empty gaze, jaw relaxed, strong and steady. Good. And then from here, release the hands. Take the weight from one foot to the other. So the other side, you can either just plant your foot, one foot on top of the other, and the arms come up. You can also come off of your mats with this as well. Maybe you should have said that at the beginning. And then bring the foot inside the leg. And breaths in the belly. Or you can count the breath, 5, 5. Okay. And then when you release the arms and take the weight from one foot to the other. You just stand, just pause there and stand and close the eyes down. You may be feeling a little bit more rooted now after your tree. Gently clasp the hands behind the back. Encourage that opening through the front body as you take the hands back and up. And again, inhale up and up. Good. Again, shake out the hands. Good. So we're going to come into our standing vinyasa, and at the end of the vinyasa sequence, we're coming into Utkatasana, chair posture. But we're going to see how it feels, because for some people this impacts on their heels, and if that's the case, then you might choose to place a blanket or something at the front of your mats underneath your heels. But we'll see how it goes. So first of all, we're just going to bring the feet together, place the hands on the hips, and then bring the knees forward and send the hips back. Knees forward, hips back. And notice how that feels in the heels. And if that feels okay, come up to stand. And then we include the arm, we raise the arms, which makes this a deeper kind of squat. So just come to a place that feels okay. Inhale, raise the arms up, come into a squat. Utkatasana. As if you're sitting on a chair posture. The chair's not there, so you're using the strength of the body, the strength of the legs. Good. Deep inhale, come up, and release the arms down beside you. Just pause. Feel the energy in the legs now. Breath in the belly. Yeah. Just bring the hands here. And as you breathe in, bring the breath up the body. And as you breathe out, return it to the belly. So always, as we breathe up, as the energy moves up, bring it down, back down into the belly. Good. One more time. Inhale up. And back down into the belly. Good. And then forward on your mats for your vinyasa, hands to the heart. Gently rooting the hands together, drop the shoulder blades down the back body. Deep inhale, raise the arms up, pause, and exhale, forward bend. Inhale halfway, collarbones forward, flat back, breathe out through the mouth. Inhale up, all the way up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Just one round. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Inhale. Soft knees. All the way up. Stay with the breath. Deep inhale. One more round in this way. Drop the head towards the hands. And then we'll lunge the left leg back. So deep inhale. Emptying out as you breathe out. Halfway. Out through the mouth. Left leg back. Frame the front foot. Drop the hips. Collarbones nice and wide. So keep dropping the hips as you're looking forward. Collarbones wide. Good. That little bit of forward and backward motion that allows the back leg to float up. Step the feet together into Utkatasana. So the arms come out to the side, knees forward, hips move back towards the heels. Chair posture. Strong legs. Good. Deep inhale, bring the hands and return into the heart. Pause. Right side, so same vinyasa, right leg lunging back, inhale. Exhale. Halfway. Out through the mouth. Right leg back. Frame the front foot with the hands. Begin to lower the hips. Lift and open the chest. Good. Send that heel, the back heel, back towards the wall behind you. Keep the back knee soft, very soft as you look forward. And that little bit of motion backwards and forwards. And then the back foot comes up. Feet come together. Knees forward. Hips back. Utkatasana. Chair posture. Good. One more breath here. Deep inhale, come up, bring the hands to the heart. Separate the feet slightly. And release the hands. Tune into the breath. Mind a bit more focused, more alert now. Not so scattered. And then come into a nice wide stride for Warrior Two. So come onto the width of your mats. Doesn't matter. Turn the right foot out and the left heel moves away. And you float the arms up, soften the front knee, and kind of directing that front knee towards the little toe so you get some opening in the thigh. Good. Breathing into the belly, strong back leg, and breathing out from the belly. Turn the front palm up, back hand onto the back leg, and begin to just gently gaze up towards the hand, into the crease of the elbow, as you slide that back hand down the back leg. Good. And then from here, inhale up, and square the feet to the front, and pause. Strong legs from the ground upwards. Other side, turn the left foot out, right heel away. So as we float the arms up, coming into Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2, creating strength and stamina. Breath into the belly, out from the belly. Shoulder blades moving down the back body. Front palm up, back hand down. And just gaze either at the front hand or at the crease of the elbow. Just slide the back hand down the back leg. Good. Deep inhale up. Coming back, square the feet, take the hands into the backs of the hips and slide the hands down backs of the legs, all the way through the backs of the legs into your wide angled forward bend. Again, let go of the head so the neck can be nice and long. Soften the right knee, take it towards the right foot. You begin to lower the pelvis down as you work in this way. And then the other side. You maybe walking the hands over if that feels comfortable. And again, for some of us, this is going to be enough. If you're happy to take it further, then bring that knee directed towards the foot. You drop the pelvis down so the hips come towards the heel and you're lengthening through the opposite leg. And the hands support you in front. And you're dropping the hips down. Good. And then center. And then over to the other side. So as you drop the hips, the kind of heel pivots so the toes point up. And you're looking towards that back leg. Good. And then when you come back into the center, pause into your wide angled forward bend. Root down through the feet and the hands. Use the out breath. Navel draws back towards the spine at the end of the out breath. Good. And then from here, turn to the front of your mat, which is where I place my mat. And into your flank stretch. And then from here, into downward dog. So frame the front foot into your downward dog. And then from here into your plank, strong arms, draw the lower belly in towards you, lower ribs in towards you, and then gently drop down onto your front. Have the arms down beside you and turn the head to one side and take some breaths. Just allow the big toes to come towards each other and the heels of the feet to drop out to the sides. And the breath returns to the belly. And the whole of the back surface of the body is relaxed. Okay. And then center the head, bring the chin onto the mat, the single leg raises. Take the hands into fists. Line up, bring the heels up away from the ground so that they're lifted in line with the feet. And very simply, big to the hands, inhale, raise one leg up as you raise the head and chest, and lower. And the side, inhale up, and lower. So 2 more rounds in this way, inhale up, and lower. Strengthening the back body. Turn the head in the opposite direction. Again, the big toes come together. Heels flop out to the sides. Relax the whole of the back body. And to finish with, come into Sphinx. So swing the right arm through, left arm forward into Sphinx. Draw on the arms, crown of the head moves up, collarbones forward. If the lower back complains, then just soften that by bringing the hands forward. So never at the expense of the lower back. Really listen to the body, the intuitiveness of the body. If you were taking that further, you might just choose to come into Bhujangasana, Cobra, by lifting the elbows a little way up, pointing the tailbone down and away. Crown of the head moving up. And then from here directly into child pose. So bring the hands towards you, come up onto your knees, send the hips back towards the heels and the forehead down. Relax the arms and take some breaths. Take the breath into any tight areas. And then slowly coming up to prepare for your pranayama practice and have everything you need for your relaxation. So breathing practice, sitting on a block or a blanket. Nice upright spine. The nostrils are nice and clear. So Nadi alternate nostril breath. Bring the right hand up. Close the right nostril, inhale up to the brow center through the left nostril. Close the left nostril with the ring finger, open the right, breathe out through the right. Inhale right, the brow. Close the right, exhale out through the left. Maybe include the Ujjayi control of the throat. So we begin to work with the subtle levels of the body here. Much more working with the energetic element of the body. And after your next out breath out through the left nostril, returning to our count of 5, 5. So a slow count in. Pause the breath in. You might choose to include the Mula Bandha. When you pause the breath in, you draw up through the pelvic floor. Release the bandha before you take your next action. So you're either locking the breath in or you're locking the breath out. And this creates an inner strength. One more round. When you've completed your round, release your hands and slowly lie down. So allowing all of the goodness of your practice, the time to seep into your cells and your muscles, and your bones and your organs as you relax. And just relax effortlessly, safe and comfortable. We're going to work with a relaxation based on alternate nostril breath, Nadi Shodhana. So first of all, just notice the breath moving in through the nostrils into the belly and out from the belly. Have the palms facing uppermost, legs a little bit separate. And then just as we did in our sitting practice, take the breath in through the left nostril to the brow and out through the right. And then in through the right, the brow, and out through the left. 3 rounds in this way, clearing that channel to the brow center as you breathe. And then returning to your natural breath. And then taking the breath in through the left palm to the heart center and out, down through the right palm. And then in through the right palm, up to the heart and down, out through the left palm. And again, have a sense of clearing those channels to the heart as you breathe. 3 rounds in this way. When you've completed your 3 rounds, return to your breath. And then finally, taking the breath in through the sole of the left foot all the way up to the belly and then down, out through the sole of the right foot, in through the right foot, up, all the way up to the belly, and then breathing out, down, and out through the left foot. Clearing up as you go, using the breath to release any layers of friction or stuckness, just breathing it out. And when you return to the breath, have a sense of lightness. As if having released all of that stuckness from the body and the mind, it's the lightness, like a touch of a cloud, floating above the level of thoughts, emotions. Very safe. With a lightness. Allowing yourself to rest in this lightness, this awareness. It's not in a particular place, it's always right here, without boundaries, beyond the level of thought, beyond the level of emotions. This infinite awareness. Thoughts come and go. Feelings come and go. Sensations come and go. It's a big, spacious, boundless awareness. As you rest. And then beginning to start to slowly return back into this room. And beginning to wriggle fingers and toes. And to reawaken the physical body. And maybe have a stretch or bring your knees into your chest, whatever feels right for you to do. And then in your own time, roll over onto your side, take some breaths on your side. And coming up to sit.